I think that's Alan Jackson singing the national anthem.
He's pretty good.
Great job. Okay. And everybody, welcome to Wasatch High School. Wasatch High School girls basketball. The 5A Region 7, the Lady Wasps, tonight hosting the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles from just down the mountain. Brent Martindale here with Kyler Grant. Kyler, welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
And a great night for basketball here in the Nest.
The final game of the 5A season for the Wasatch Wasps.
And kind of an interesting thing. After this season, it's no longer just one Wasatch High School in this valley.
Yeah, it's going to be a shakeup in the valley. And, I mean, we've been feeling that impeding effect coming for a long time, but now It's starting to feel very real, I feel like.
Yes, very, and it is happening. We have I am a teacher at the high school here at Wasatch, and it has been a
I can't.
We don't. It's been a. Sorry, we're getting a little from our booth, and we're getting used to that. Getting used to that
I'm talking
voice
to a ghost that they
us.
can't hear.
And anyway, it's been kind of a crazy, rocky road, especially the last couple of weeks.
Indeed.
Teachers are really anxious to know where they're going to go, and they're going to split this high school. The new Deer Creek High School will be opening up in the fall of 2026.
Yeah, and I have a sister who's a junior. She falls into the new school's boundaries, but she's going to choose to come here.
Okay.
There's a lot of decisions still left to be made, even when we're this close.
That is true. In either case, we are here for a great night of basketball. Kyler, this is a big game in the Region 7.
Very.
Wasatch, of course, we're looking at the standings right now. First off, Region 7 is just crazy good, as always, but even more so this year. Pleasant Grove. The Pleasant Grove Vikings, Lady Vikings, are the number one team in the state. They're still undefeated.
Mm-hmm. We played them to 1 point.
And the night here was a whisker away from knocking them off. But Wasatch having a great year, 16-5 and 6-2 in region play. They the one loss against Pleasant Grove, Kyler, and then kind of a mystery loss against Payson. But Payson, definitely a good team. The whole Region 7 is just really, really good.
Yeah, most definitely. Payson's currently sitting at 7 here in our Region 7 of 5A basketball. They've honestly, kind of looking at some of these results in the previous games, they're playing some teams close that they probably should have a bigger lead on come that final whistle. Yes, they're still getting those wins out, but you pile a loss on to Payson, some close games against lower-ranked opposition. You might be able to make an argument that they're kind of going through a little bit of a down spurt, and they're coming up against a strong Maple Mountain team tonight.
Maple really good. I just spoke with Coach Dave Lanehart, and I asked Coach Lanehart, who's a multiple-year coach at Maple, they have a young team. You mentioned they're very young. I said, what are your strengths? Well, and it's obvious, looking at the stats of Maple Mountain, they have 3 sharpshooters, as we were talking about, 3 different girls shooting 40% or more from the three-point line. And one, of course, I believe.
Like
Leah,
that stat in the NBA would be impressive.
Yeah. And we have begun. We are on our way. Wasatch wins the battle at the tip-off, which they typically do.
Because they got a lot of height.
And they're with the ball. You're going to hear this name a lot, is Leah Bailey. Bailey, I believe, is one of the best players in the state. She's averaging nearly 21 points a game.
And we average about 40 to 50 points a game as a team. So that's
even if you average 60 points, she's a third of it. But she is one of the dynamic players, and we're going to get a chance to see her play tonight. Both teams missing their first shot. Spariton down low. She's going to get that a lot, Kyler. A lot of feed in down low, and she's going to get, just like that. She got hooked up, and that's going to be a jump ball, so it'll be a change of possession for the Golden Eagles. Will take over.
And the thing you're going to have to watch out is perimeter defense versus interior defense, right? Or maybe not even defense, just both sides of the court in general. Here's that middle
first shot off.
Not going to happen.
Rebound, Wasatch.
But Wasatch is going to be very good in the interior because they have the height. And if you have that high of a three-point shooting percentage for Maple Mountain, they're going to be good on the perimeter. So that difference of the game is going to be something that you have to keep an eye out.
Speaking of three-pointer, that was Philly Liava'a's first three-point of the night attempt. Here's Bailey just off the mark. She's going to get the green light to shoot, but you can see Danny Garner is on Bailey, way out at the perimeter. Bailey's wide open. There's a three, and that's what – offensive board. No one there. That's Ashlyn Lanehart with the offensive board, and really no one around her for the putback. That's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that just fell into her arms, and she had that one, and that's going to be our first score here in this game. Great ball movement right now from Maple Mountain. If they can keep that going, tire Wasatch down, they'll be able to maybe find a gap in this team.
Maple 14-8 on the season. They have had their moments of really playing well. There's a turnover, and that's 2 turnovers on the first 4 possessions for Wasatch.
Yeah, and they're engaging in this full-court press. They're not giving anything for free here for the away team.
This is the full-court press. Has been trouble for team. There's Leah Bailey misses. She's now 0 for 3 on three-pointers. Yeah, she was wide open. You can see her face. She's a little frustrated. I think she's thinking, I'm never going to have 2 open looks like that again the rest of the night.
Yeah, and if you go to a full-court press with a team that's passing this well, it could be very dangerous. Yeah. And that 40% shooting from the beyond the arc, that's going to come in to be a factor later in this game if this keeps happening.
Taisley Ball, also in double fingers. She is 12 points per game. Maple Mountain, that's a foul. That's going to be the first foul of the game. I take that back. That's the second foul. That's going to be on Kate Miller. That's 2 on Kate Miller. She's got to come off.
Already.
That's actually a big thing.
Yeah, 2 minutes and a half into the game. You're having to make subs. Not a great start for Wasatch.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Maple's had some good looks. And Wasatch has only shot twice. Maple's had 5 or 6 shots and made 1. Checking into the game for Wasatch is Abigail Winsler. Winsler has come in and played great these last few weeks. Wasatch is going to keep that under their own basket.
Gardner plays it off the defender to get the ball inbound for her team.
We were mentioning Winsler. There's down low. They're going to Spariton. Not only is they get it to her, but you can see immediately she's, if not triple team, probably what you'll see.
Yeah, Spariton had no room to breathe right there. If she gets the ball anywhere near the interior paint, they are just going to look to lock her up.
Feely Liava'a is going to take a little 5-footer, no good. Winsler again, and Winsler puts it in. This is exactly what she's done, Kyler. She comes in, she can handle the ball up top, she can rebound, and there's a three-pointer. That is
number 1.
Taisley Ball. Taisley Ball averaging 12 points
actually
a game.
Lanehart. Was that number 1 or was that 0?
I thought it was 0, but you might be right. That number 1, Ashlyn Lanehart, daughter of Coach Lanehart. Danny Garner's going to drive, kick out. Feely's going to take a little 5-footer just off the mark.
I think what we need to see from Wasatch more is more patience using that ball. They're trying to force these shots. A lot of energy from Maple Mountain, both offensively and defensively. You're seeing multiple players press the ball when they get inside the interior. And Wasatch is kind of frustrated when they try to attack. Nice interception.
That's going to be a steal on the full court press. Anna Greenwell in her final regular season game as a senior. There are a few seniors on this team. Winsler's going to drive. Gets it down to Spariton. Spariton, again, it's kind of what you just mentioned. Looks like a little off balance.
And here's that energy coming from Maple Mountain.
Kyler, how is it you have energy, and yet there's another turnover. So Wasatch now, that's 3 steals.
But I think the thing you have to worry about is if you're playing high-energy basketball is the endurance of the game. So, you started this quarter for the first 5 minutes or so very hot, but can you endure that throughout the entirety of the game? and you only have 5 points to show for it. So it's not too doom and gloom so far in this opening couple of minutes here for the home team.
Taylor Brown also checking in for Wasatch. Going to play some point guard while Kate Miller's off the floor. Danny Garner going to drive, has her shot blocked. No call. Here comes Maple Mountain. They've got a 2-on-1, and they throw it away.
Very ambitious pass there. You're trying to capitalize on the quick, fast break. Doesn't happen there for Maple Mountain. And you can see they're in this zone defense. They're protecting this interior with about 3 players. And as soon as that ball goes in, multiple players
again,
collapse.
That time she's going to get the kind of a late call. But you're right. It's like, and on that fast break, I think the Maple Mountain player, I can't remember who it was through it, but thought that Lanehart was going to keep driving the lane, and that's where the pass went right to. So, Mihaela Sparidan playing an all-state season. She's had an amazing season in terms of always being dependable for Wasatch.
And you were telling me before the game, one of the best bigs in Utah.
Yeah, she is definitely got to be considered in that range. She is.
You're standing at 6'4", and you shoot as well as her. You just automatically get to the conversation.
And I think still getting better. And I think that's one of her traits is she seems to listen, does miss both. But Danny Garner gets the offensive board. Taylor Brown shoots and it's off. Somehow kept in place. Sparidan kicks it out.
Good kick out.
Philly Liava in and out on the 3. Sparidan again with the offensive board. And this could be the storybook of the night. Wasatch dominating in the rebounds.
It is a battle down there, though. It's not coming for free right now for Wasatch. It is a very physical game. I mean, just look on your screen. You can see a visible height difference with most of these players when you compare Wasatch and Maple Mountain. But the energy right now is very different.
Sparidan hits the first with a couple of chances to and hits the second. Checking into the game for Wasatch is Briley Smith. Smith came in the other night, had a fantastic game. Wasatch had a couple players sitting with a little bit of a foul trouble and one injury. And Briley came in, did a fantastic job. There's another 3-point attempt, a little long. Briley Smith comes down with the board. Feely's going to drive. She's kind of a 2-on-3. Still gets the shot off, but no good. And the Maple Mountain
right now, Wasatch has a very forced perspective on their offense. They're not thinking about a kick out when they drive to that paint. If they can open their minds a little bit more, I think they're going to start pulling apart this Maple Mountain defense.
4-5 is your early score down. Wasatch down to the Golden Eagles. 2.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Kate Miller got her second personal foul 2.5 minutes into the game, and she is still sitting. That's a steal by Winsler once again.
That's like the fourth steal already from Wasatch.
Feely gets it across to Brown. Brown came in, hit a couple of threes the other night. They get it down low to Garner. Garner it's almost like she thought she was going to be guarded a little bit more.
Right,
and that's going to be a tie-up jump ball, so it'll stay with Wasatch.
If Liava doesn't get involved right there, what happens is that is a fast break going the other way. So
I agree.
Crucial fight for that. And they get it as well. They get the jump ball.
Philly Liava, we've been calling her name now for 4 years. She's been a 4-year starter basically here for Wasatch. Liava doesn't get a foul call. Pretty good defense.
Man, that interior right now for Maple Mountain is locked up. It is going to have to be a rebound game if you want to score inside.
Leah Bailey gets it down low to Sarah Palmer is the center. There's an offensive board and put back. Palmer gets the board. Here comes Bailey. She's going to drive baseline, kicks it out to Palmer. Palmer took a dribble, but she's going to get fouled, and she'll have a couple of free throws.
Very creative from Bailey. The pump fake on the initial pass she caught, drives at the baseline, and then just a simple pass back to the big inside the paint. That's going to send Sarah Palmer to the line.
Leah Bailey knows that she's going to draw attention because she's such a great scorer and knows how to kick it out. Leah Bailey's only a junior. Taylor Brown's going to come off for Wasatch as well as Danny Garner. And it looks like, I'm trying to see who's checked in for Wasatch. That could be Brinley Schuler. Palmer misses both. And Sperriton comes down with a rebound again.
Yeah, Schuler has checked into the game at the bottom corner.
Feely kicks it down low, Sperriton. Schuler drive. There's a shot at the baseline. An offensive board again, Winsler, and put back.
I just mentioned it. Offensive board is going to be crucial. Wasatch takes the lead with one.
Winsler now has 4. Coming off the bench. There's Bailey, dribbles it off her foot. No call, I guess, on that. I guess that's not a kick, technically. And wrestled away by Palmer. She's triple teamed, and she's going to get fouled. Well done. Sarah Palmer
just gets really stuck in right there and just refuses to give up that ball. And now, just under a minute left in this quarter, Maple Mountain's going to want to reclaim their lead. We've seen a lot of steals. They got to clean that up to rejuvenate this offense.
Yeah, Maple, and there's Bailey misses again. Bailey a little cold.
Has she made a shot?
Bailey, I believe, has not hit a shot yet. She has no points. Wow, a mystery foul that time. Everybody look into who that's going to be. It looks like they're calling that on Smith. That'll be second foul on Smith. Boy, just can't.
Exactly. Not little. It's kind of soft, but as long as as Purdy would like to say, is the referee calls it consistently, we're okay with it.
Sarah Palmer is a freshman.
Wow.
And a lot of poise. However, she's 0 for 3.
She gonna get taller than 6 feet then?
Maybe.
That'll be a weapon for Maple Mountain for years to come.
Palmer misses the second. That's 0 for 4 at the line for Palmer. 6-5 is the lead. There's 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. 27 on the shot clock for Wasatch. Maple will get another opportunity. Beautiful pass by Sperriton to Smith for the bucket.
And that was the first collapse of the interior we've seen from Maple Mountain. All the points really have come from rebounds for Wasatch. That one, they were able to break down that maroon defense.
Leah Bailey, this time it's good. She hits the 3 to tie the game. 15 seconds left in the quarter.
Her first points.
Clock is down to 6. Feely's going to drive, gets it down to Sperriton. Little spin move can't go in, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Tied, this game is at 8.
This is going to be just a grueler of a game. It is going to be a dogfight inside the paint. And what's interesting is it took us to the very last possession for Maple Mountain to see Leah Bailey get a basket, hit the bottom of the net. So that is a concern from Maple Mountain. But it's also kind of a concern from Wasatch because if she does get going, the fact that it's a tie game and she hasn't been a threat,
right,
it could get really scary here for the home team.
8-8 is your score. We'll be right back after this with the second quarter. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV.
Secret, she couldn't let it go. I'm sorry, lady, I should have let you know that I don't want up the more than a physical touch. If it's too much, maybe I can move along.
Second quarter on its way here in the Nest. Wasatch and Maple tied at 8. Kyler was asking earlier about these two new school, one new school, Deer Creek High School and Wasatch.
What new division?
Will be in the 4A division, but they're also going to be together in the same region, in the Region 8, which will be with
what a block
shot by Danny Garner.
Crucial block. But just talking about these two schools, I mean, when we talked about when Park City and Wasatch were in the same division, that rivalry was electric.
Yep.
Now you have a cross-valley rivalry coming in.
Yeah.
That is going to be also very electric to watch because you're going to have maybe I could have played for this team, that team.
Greenwell. Three-pointer good. Anna Greenwell with her first bucket. Sorry to interrupt you. You're right. It is going to be crazy. And
I can't wait to see that rivalry develop.
Both teams in Region 8. That's with, Timpanogos, Mountain View, Greenwell with a steal. And I believe, Kyler, that this is kind of the way that the state expected it to be. I think they set it up clear back because we're in the middle of the biennial, right? It's from the 25-26 season, 26-27, the regions won't end.
I just want to comment. There must have been a great adjustment there from head coach Audrey Hull because this team has been passing outside. We just saw 2 3-pointers back-to-back. They are now opening the court up.
Three-pointer by Maple Mountain is good.
And what we saw was a dogfight inside the paint is now a sharpshooting contest from beyond the perimeter.
Autumn Jones is a junior with that three-pointer. Brings Maple back up to within 3. Beautiful pass. Fili Leavon, no call. Misses that layup. And Maple comes up with it. Oh, beautiful opportunity there. But well defended, I got to say. Almost another steal. Yeah, I agree with you. Maple's a little, almost like they're nervous just a little bit with some of these
They're lacking
turnovers.
Sharpness. Yeah, they're starting to just.
And there's another turnover right there. That will go to Wasatch.
Yeah, Maple Mountain is starting to lose focus throughout off that very hot start that they had.
Here's a replay of Greenwell hitting her 3, textbook. And then Philly.
I mean, you see Spiridon cut inside to the paint. They cut right back out to Leava. Beautiful drawn-up play. We didn't see that at all in the first quarter.
14-11 is your score. Watching those teams, now 3 3-pointers in a row between the team. Danny Garner! Oh, they're going to say no basket. I'm not sure.
So a reach-in foul?
I guess on the inbound pass. Is that what they're saying? Garner made the bucket, but they're not going to count it. And not shooting because it happened while she was down. So Wasatch will be inbounding. Winsler again gets it down to Kate Miller, who's checked back into the game. Danny Garner is going to take a little 5-footer, no good, and Maple will come up with it.
Wasatch transitions very well. They are immediately back trying to play that high-tempo fast break that Maple has.
Lanehart misses the 3. Rebound by Brown for Maple and a new shot clock. They are looking to shoot those threes, and Wasatch is defending. Beautiful move there, and that's going to be a bucket and a foul for Jemima Griffin.
Chance to tie the game for Maple Mountain with this extra play.
Jemima
Griffin.
Griffin.
Crucial free throw this is.
There you can see that little pump fake to get Garner off her feet. That's
Lots of
actually
concentration there
how
from
it's
Garner.
supposed to be done. Yeah.
Just got sold on that pump fake and then a shoulder thrown on the jump.
Jemima Griffin, sophomore coming off the bench, gets the 3-point play. I would believe that score should be 14 all. There it is.
There it is.
Kate Miller is hounded by Lanehart. Garner tries to get it down low. It's deflected and stolen. It's a 2-on-2 now. Wasatch got back well. And almost up, and it is a turnover. I think that pass by Bailey was deflected a little, and her teammate could have almost let it go out of bounds. But instead tried to save it.
Bailey saw the open player and just, I think you're right, that was a deflected pass. But the player tried to save it not knowing that.
Right.
And stepped out of bounds.
Right. 14 all. Pass down low to Spiridon. She is hounded. They're going to call that foul.
Yeah, Maple Mountain's going right back to their plan. They got a little flustered at the start of the second quarter. They're going right back to pounce on if they get close to the rim.
I thought, again, Jemima Griffin, I thought did it well, but then just tried to reach, and that's when she got called for the foul. So In comes.
And if you're Maple Mountain, there's no need to try and force the ball out. You got 2 players on. Just keep her contained. Don't let her do anything.
Anna Greenwell. Feely Leava'a flying in out to get the offensive board. Another one by Spariton. She goes up and is knocked down. That's going to be a foul on Palmer.
I've got to ask you a question. Do you ever see Leava'a run out of gas?
Oh, they're not calling that on Palmer.
But
I'm sorry.
Leava'a never runs out of gas. She played the entire first quarter.
Yeah.
Now she's still in. And I see her sprint at every single ball.
Yeah. Spariton hits the first. What we did see a little bit, Kyler, is earlier in the season, Feely had an injury and got sick. And so you did see Feely that wasn't 100%, and yet she was still in there battling.
Yeah, but it wasn't too big of a drop-off.
They sometimes would have to carry her off just to get her on the bench, it seemed like. And a shot good. That's Autumn Jones.
Maple takes the lead with that one. Just that fast break once again. But it was off of an inbound. Wasatch was just not ready on the transition.
Both teams not shooting great. Oh, they're going to call that on Spariton. They're going to call
I believe that's a travel.
Offensive foul. No, they're calling it on Spariton. She's been given her first personal foul. Maple up 16-15. We knew this would be a battle.
Yeah, frustrating Spariton is a great way to poke at this Wasatch team and try to defeat the number 6 team.
And Wasatch ranked 6, but Maple at 8.
Yeah.
And so you're talking about, we knew this would be an even matchup, even though the rosters look very different. Maple very small. There's double teaming on, and that's going to call, I'm not sure what it is they called.
A reach-in?
Oh, I think they called a timeout.
Okay. Maple Mountain.
So it'll be a timeout, 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here. Kyler, you mentioned earlier the rosters look a little different. You have height, and Coach Lanehard, when I was talking to him before the game, said that they are tiny. He says there's no doubt about it. Tiny. He says sometimes our biggest girl is smaller than the other team's guards. Not the case here against Wasatch, but Wasatch has kind of a well-rounded roster when you look at size.
And how do they go around that? Very aggressive in the paint. I keep bringing this up. They swarm. They do not let the interior be the reason they lose the basketball game. And that forces Wasatch to look at different options. And they're doing that in the second quarter, but they're still down a point. Maple Mountain's starting to get back into this, I have to say, in this late second quarter.
Up 1. Maple Mountain in control at the moment. Both teams, again, not shooting great.
That's a very well-timed timeout because it's going to slow down this Maple Mountain team because they look very flustered. We've seen that in the steals.
That was blocked by Kate Miller.
I ate my words.
And that's a turnover. Kate Miller. And, we were trying to come up with a name, Ken and I, for her. They had, for baseball, Danny Garner just not able to get right into where she wants to for that. Maple coming down, sprinting. They're going to get I thought would be a double dribble. Leah Bailey just off the mark. Another offensive board. And they are battling. Sarah Palmer is battling without Spariton in there at the moment.
It's hard not to fall in love with Leavala's play.
Yeah.
She just shrugs off to try and get a rebound and then immediately goes off from a hand. There's a vicious moment to the most sincere sportsmanship.
Yeah, you don't see that all the time, do you?
Uh-huh.
In today's game, Feely's going to drive, gets it down low to Garner, puts it in.
Feely draws 3 players to her. That's how much attention she demands, and she recognizes it. Just a simple pass, a little just shove off, and that's an easy layup.
Another steal by Winsler. Winsler's going to take on 3 Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. And down low to Winsler and scores. Feely with 2 assists in a row to her teammates. Winsler, 6 points.
And steals, just running this game right now, Winsler. Great little 2-play between her and Leavala.
Leah once again missing. Leah Bailey a little cold. Winsler's going to drive again. Puts it in.
Nice touch off the glass. A very easy layup. And now Wasatch is starting to build a lead. This is their biggest lead so far of the game.
Winsler with leading all scorers with 8 points. Feely went in trying to get that block. I don't think that's a bad foul. Sarah Palmer will be at the line. There's a great replay of Winsler. Winsler right now, player of the game here in the first half for Wasatch, coming off the bench and already several steals, 2 or 3 rebounds, and 8 points. Palmer misses the first. Checking in for Wasatch is Smith and Sparidan again. Feely's going to get that much-needed break. I would imagine she'll come back in at about the 1 minute mark. That's my guess. Palmer misses. He's 0 for 6 on free throws. 1 minute, 40 seconds left here in the first half. Wasatch with a 21-16 lead. Patience. Sparidan has only got Palmer on her. Little Euro move. Bucket good.
Using the left hand that time. Now Wasatch is having their way inside the paint. Maple Mountain need to get a grip on this game.
Leah Bailey just ice cold right now. And I like that shot. I think she should take it. She's got to do something to catch fire for the Golden Eagles.
See what I'm doing?
23-16 is the biggest lead of the night. That's going to go off of Winsler's hand.
Yep. Can't disagree with that one. See, if I'm trying to get some mojo found in this game, if I'm Leah Bailey, I like to just go for layups. That's me. Take easier points. But she's still playing very aggressive, shooting beyond the arc, trying to force her way into this game.
Obviously a great scorer, but she's always very, very tough defensively as well. She was one of the top players to state last year as a sophomore, and beautiful little shot just missing.
Oh.
Palmer steals it from Leah Va'a.
So she just went off for like a sip of water, and she's already back in the game.
That three-pointer down the pipe. Autumn Jones. Jones has 5. And it's 23-19. The lead has been 6. Feely up, no good. And the rebound, Palmer. 24 seconds left. Oh, and Maple throws it away. Just trying a little too hard.
You know what I think is going on in Leah Vala's brain right now is how can I push a maximum in these last 25 seconds? She got a little break, and she's like, I'm just going to run full sprint for 30 seconds.
Philly has 7 points.
And I'm saying that, like, there's an increase to her tempo from what we've seen earlier.
Yeah.
She's demanding the ball right now. She's trying to just force her way into this.
Three-pointer by Smith is good.
That's a huge
7
bucket.
seconds left. Here comes Leah. Passes it off. Three-pointer, no good. And that will be the end of the first half. Wasatch goes on a run, 26-19. Both teams scoring a lot that quarter.
Yeah, Winsler and Leava off the backs right there, carrying that second quarter. A beautiful performance. Maple Mountain also showed some promise beyond the arc, but honestly, Wasatch opened up the three-point game, and the floodgates came through, and that's got them a 7-point lead.
26-19 is your halftime score. We'll be back with the third quarter here on Sting TV. Thanks for joining us. Stick around. We'll be back.
I said, what's up, man? It's booming, I'm back again. Let your friends know. Can you braid my hair like Iverson's? I just playing, whoa. I got movie, talk actresses on the channel. Most of my know how to play the piano. I'm moving stuff, just ask yourself, have you seen me? He got 2 old baby king me. You went too long, hey, you know it's time to see me. In and out the state, yeah. Get enough for take, yeah. You mistreat up, make her feel out of place. Yeah, that's a big mistake. I cannot relate. Me and my girl moving at a pace.
We want to take this opportunity as well to highlight our Cool to Care program here at Wasatch High School. This positive behavior program rewards students for getting good grades, having good attendance, being kind, and serving others in the school community. Teachers and community members can nominate Wasatch High students for being cool to care. Students can turn in their cards, turn prizes of all sizes, everything from candy bars to dance tickets, or beats headphones. Each card is put into a drawing at the end of the year for a brand new car donated by Danny and Rachel Labor at Labor Model. They also want to recognize the support of Intermountain Healthcare in providing our athletic trainer Dinah Ford and sports medicine physician Dr. David Torres. Thank you to them for helping our athletes be safe, healthy, and in the game. Also want to say thank you to our community sponsors. American First Credit Union, Allstate Insurance Brian Maris, Auto Spa, Builders First Source, Costa Viva, Davies Allen, Epic Engineering, Golf Lodge, Fort Law Group, Gridiron Lawn and Bud, Heber Valley Hospital IHC, Heber Valley Historic Railroad, Heber Park City Appliance, Innovative Custom Jewelry, Labor Auto, The Lake House at Dock of the Bay, Lawnstone Insurance, Lee's Grocery, Melvin's Public House, Mountain Auto, Mountain One Stop, Mountain Refining, Mountain Horse Trailer, M-Tech, My Storage in Charleston, Odyssey Wealth Management with Scott Phillips, Redmond Salt Company, Sinorama, Switchback Sports, Sycamore Building, The Insurance Center at Wasatch Way, Timberline Ace Hardware, and Wasatch Auto Parts, Wasatch Back Beauty Lab, Wasatch Behavioral Health, Wasatch Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, Right Orthodontics, Wasatch Optimal Wellness, and Strategic Home Mortgage. also want to take just a moment to thank those who never get recognized for helping the event of our high school athletics here at Wasatch happen. People like Shea Rousey, who does our block, Rob Fredrickson, who does our scoreboard, our staff board run by George Davidson, staff board run by Suzanne Robinson. I want to thank you to our ticket takers, Jim Smith tonight. These are the people behind the crowds that makes this event happen, so thank you very much.
Welcome back to Wasatch High School. This is Sting TV's coverage of Wasatch High School girls basketball, the 5A Region 7. Wasatch and Maple with a very important game, Kyler. It's important for both teams in their rankings. Both teams in the super wealthy Region 7. Region 7 has the number 1, number 6, and number 8 seeds in the state. And then also right behind them, number 11. Anyway, it's just a crazy, difficult team. There's a three-pointer, Maple Mountain, no good. And just knocked out of bounds by Feely.
And we've seen these breaks be influential, kind of going both ways. So sometimes where that momentum's going has changed coming out of the quarters, coming out of the timeouts. So I'm curious because Maple Mountain, right at those last 3 minutes, Brent, it was getting really scary for them. And it reflects in this lead, this 7-point lead that Wasatch has.
Leah Bailey just off the mark. Sarah Palmer and I think that's Greenwell are going to battle together. Maple started the possession of the second half, so that jump ball
Wasatch
will go to Wasatch. Wasatch with a 26-19 lead to begin this third quarter. Kate Miller, Greenwell, Leava, Speridan, and Garner on the floor for Wasatch. Definitely a size difference in these two teams. They get it down low to Garner. Garner just misses. Speridan's going to jump and save, but she stepped on the line before she jumped. Garner's wishing she had that one back. Pretty good look.
Yep, once again Maple Mountain just floods the paint. Floods.
Well, and I was thinking Garner probably thought she'd be covered more, so sometimes it surprises you almost, and you think somebody's going to be against you, and you lean a little bit, and all of a sudden...
Considering how many players there were, there's a lot of space for her to get that shot.
Block!
Rejected.
Speridan. All 5 of our fans over there in the section.
The parents are all below us.
Parents...
The student body didn't want to show up today, other than the 5 loyal heroes over there.
Well, and there was about 10 of them earlier. What you got going today is this is Friday of a 3-day weekend, and today and yesterday was the state wrestling for both boys and girls.
Yep.
And I know they sent a bus down there with students. So shot clock almost goes in. Oh, and then Maple ends up with it. Bailey's going to get another chance. She throws it down low. Blocked again by Spariton.
That's a strong hand. Strong hand from Spariton.
Shea Brown just looking up and saw Mount Spariton.
Mount Spariton.
Feely drives, little Euro step, no call. Feely's not calling for a foul, so she must have thought Coach Hull, yes, it was blocked, and that's what they were asking. She thought it was blocked, and so that's a good call.
That was stuffed.
And this time, once again, Garner, and there's a courtesy call. That is going to be Autumn Jones was fouled. She grabbed the ball and then held her face. Yep. And it wasn't until then that the referee called the foul, which I guess that's okay. Foul was charged to, I believe that is.
I didn't hear a number.
I think it was Garner. That is her third.
She's had a difficult day.
I take that back. Yeah, I think that was her third foul. So she has come out of the game.
Beyond the foul trouble, I think Gardner, for her standards, hasn't had the best of days today. But she's got her teammates picking her up right now.
Garner, the youngest sister of the Garner girls that have been here at Wasatch, played many games, scored many points for Wasatch. Leah Bailey drives again, loses the ball, and Greenwell comes up with it, another turnover. Both teams struggling a little bit, almost 3 minutes in. Neither team has scored here. And there's another turnover for Wasatch.
And that's something that we've seen out of Maple Mountain, an unforced passing error. That time it's going to be on the side of Wasatch. And another thing I've seen from Leah Vaugh that really impresses me is, as she's going to be getting checked out of the game right now, but Leah Vaugh has been very great with her handles in terms of penetrating and controlling through the contact. I think that just speaks also to her physicality and the energy she brings.
Lanehart brings the ball down, gives it to Brown.
And you and I talked about it when we turned our mics off, but how long is Leah Bailey going to go cold for? Is this going to be an entire game thing?
And there's a steal.
Unforced error.
I'm going to call that a turnover more. But once again, Greenwell comes up with it. Leah Vaugh is off, as Kyler mentioned. She has come off.
Halfway through this quarter, no points for either team. And to be honest, it's been errors that we've been seeing that's resulting in no points.
Turnovers. Smith and Winsler have checked in. Kate Miller's going to drive. Almost taken away. Winsler comes up again, and the bucket.
And that should have been a steal. But Winsler got her hands
deflected.
on it.
Winsler is, how would you describe her? Long legs, long arms.
Well-rounded.
And can swarm. And really has a great look at the basket. Kick out is
they needed that.
To Brown, the three-pointer good.
Big shot from Brown, hand
Shea
in the face.
Brown, senior.
Put that down.
Yeah,
and that's going to give Maple Mountain some life in a 6-point deficit now.
Brown and Jones have hit some threes. Leah Bailey has 1 3, but it was Bailey that had that assist. Bailey still doing her job. Greenwell with the 14-footer on the baseline, and immediately
we start talking about
Coach Hull calls a timeout.
We start talking about they don't get points. It's been 4 minutes to see points, and back to back.
And all of a sudden, we're going to keep it right here. Kyler, we were talking at half. What does Maple need to do in this game to get back in it?
Establish their 3-point dominance that they have so far this season. Barely. We've seen it. We did see it right there in that last play for Maple Mountain. And they need to fix up these passing. It's been unforced error after unforced error. So if they can get that down and just maybe not 40% from the arc, 25%, something along that line, they're going to claw at this lead I mean, it's 30-22. It's a low-scoring game right now.
8-point lead is not the biggest lead of the game. However,
with the low scoring, it feels.
With the low scoring, it makes it bigger. Yeah.
Feels bigger.
Maple comes down.
But when you score as they do, you can claw at that lead quickly. They just need to activate it.
3-pointer no good.
And Brett,
brought down by Smith.
I want to ask you, how would you maybe go about trying to activate that from a coach perspective?
I actually was watching Coach Lanehart a minute ago, and I think what I've seen, Greenwell just long on the 3-pointer, and here comes quickly. Brown's going to come down, thinks about it. Miller almost steals it. Miller had those 2 quick fouls, by the way, and has not had one since. So I was watching them, and you got one of your top players in the state, Leah Bailey, not having her night. 3 points, averaging 21 points. And I was watching them with her, and I think brilliant. They're just saying, hey, you're fine. Don't think about it too much. Just keep shooting.
Goldfish
keep trying to do your thing.
Be a goldfish.
And be a goldfish.
Just got to forget it. Yeah, because, you got to inspire some energy right now into this Maple Mountain team. They look very low energized. We just saw an open layup that they missed.
Yeah. Tough play there. 3 seconds called just on the opportunity. Smith got it down to Spariton, and she spun move and put it in, but it was 3 seconds.
At the very, very opening minutes of the game, Maple Mountain playing very aggressive.
Yeah.
They're not getting in their face. They're not letting me have anything. And we said, well, can you keep it up for a full game? And now it's maybe that's starting to show. They look a little gassed. They're not fully 100% at everything they're doing.
Well, and you mentioned it earlier, it's tough against a team like Wasatch that, presses a lot of the game. 3-point attempt, no good. Another miss. And Liava'a comes up with it, and she comes charging down. She's going to pull it back out. And Wasatch has 25 seconds on a shot clock. But you're right, it does. It wears a team out when you play Wasatch. Feely drives, no call. Definitely some bumping going on there, but no call. And I think they've been fair both ways with that. Bailey kicks it out to Brown. Brown finds Bailey again. Bailey's not getting open looks like she did in the. Oh, there's an open look. Bailey up. Good.
We just ate our words.
Leah Bailey.
You laid them out.
Well, you said it. What happens if they fire up? And they can. They got 3 girls averaging 40% from the 3.
And if you can't inspire energy from a coach perspective, you look to your star players to bring life through their performances, and that's a shot that can do it.
Bailey now with 2 3-pointers. Spariton's going to spin move. They're going to call it off. They're going to call the foul before the shot.
That
Coach Hull just can't believe it.
We had Purdy here. He would not be happy about that. That was clearly – let's look at the replay here.
Replay, there's that. So they're saying she got fouled before the shot. That's just crazy.
That one blows my mind.
Yeah.
Blows my mind on that one.
Foul's going to be charged to Maple Mountain. That's going to be Sarah Palmer. If that's Palmer, that is her 3rd. And I think you're going to see Palmer come out.
Yep. Good call, Brent.
Checking in Jemima Griffin. Griffin did a great job earlier. Scored. Got a 3-point play. But Griffin has the height, but not the spin move by Spariton. Good.
He took away her points earlier. She went right back and grabbed them.
32-25.
That 7-point lead, how we started that 3rd-point quarter, is still there.
Bailey. Wow, I thought she did a pretty good job of that shot. I didn't really see the
She's been having
contact.
to hit floaters all day. Like, the amount of height she has to overcome on her layups, it's just been floaters, and she has not gotten them to fall.
Bailey at the line. Those are her first free throws of the night. I'm telling you, I watched her before the game. She was just on fire in warm-ups. And I swear I saw her hit 5 free throws in a row. She just missed both.
0-2 on free throws.
Things can play with you.
And you
in
said
your head sometimes.
averages 21 points,
Yeah.
Bailey.
27 on the shot clock. Sorry. 31. Spariton again. Spin move good. Once again, Feely
and in that
to Spariton.
And in that first half, Spariton was not allowed to get layups. They were swarming her. And now this Maple Mountain team is just out of air right now. They need this 15 seconds to just expire.
13 seconds left. No shot clock. Winsler just couldn't get it. The pass was by Feely. Maple's going to get an opportunity here. Bailey hits the – no, I called that a little early. Sorry. What I was trying to say is it looked like Smith deflected it. The block shot, I'm not sure. But in either case, Bailey misses. 34-25 is the lead for Wasatch. And looks like we may see a replay on that. Oh, it's the graphic that you got. Oh, wow, nice.
I mean, even teams, because you've been talking about how competitive this 5A division is, and it shows right here.
Well, look at the points per game.
That's what I was literally just going to say. And then look below it. It is night and day. We're entering the fourth quarter, and Maple Mountain averages almost 60, and they're at 25.
Well, both teams, and we were – Corey Lang and I were talking before, and it's crazy how we're looking at the standings here also, how uneven it seems in numbers. I mean, Maple Mountain is 4-2. That means they've played 6 games in region. Wasatch is 6-2. They've played 8 games in region. This is the 9th game for Wasatch. They're done after this. And Maple, we were trying to see if they have a game next week, but we think this is the last week of play.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it's their last as well.
In either case, both teams getting ready to fire up here for the fourth quarter. Maple with first possession. Here we go. 34-25 is the lead for Wasatch. Is Wasatch going to maintain, or is Maple going to fire up?
They needed a stellar quarter talk right there, because they right now, their backs are up against the wall. And with their firepower, there's just that gnawing thought in the back of your brain that they can do it.
Bailey gets a three-pointer good. Here she goes.
Oh, boy.
He's 2 for 2 in the last 2 shots at three-pointers. She now has 9.
It's a 6-point game and a 3-point shooting team. Wasatch needs to be careful. They cannot let up right now. I think this is an important possession.
Feely's going to take a 3 off the front rim. And you're right. These next couple of possessions are huge.
Maple Mountain can start some energy right here. You get a bucket, this game is flipped.
Bailey, they're not playing a she's wide open there again. That was blocked. That was Garner, got a piece of that three-pointer.
That ball has to move faster from the passing from Maple Mountain, because we saw, you and I, that there was
Garner down low. She is going to be fouled. And
is that what a shooting foul? Was that a reach-in? What are we calling there? I think there's a touch on that shot, but that ball is not moving fast for Maple Mountain. They had Bailey in the corner.
And it looked like Bailey almost hesitated.
I thought the passing was just a little sloppy, and Bailey had to reach down for it. And maybe there's just that little bit of hesitancy because you haven't had a great game.
Foul was charged to Lanehart of the Golden Eagles. Neither team has had any trouble with fouls so far. There's been no
the free throw line has been uninspiring as well from both teams.
Garner misses both.
Big switch.
Here's a three-pointer by Lanehart. No good. Offensive board by Griffin. Griffin got the board, went up to shoot, and then was blocked again by Mount Spariton. And Spariton's got to have at least 4 blocks.
Wasatch is doing something here. They just all 5 players on the court just putting up a 2 on the board. They're doing something different offensively.
Kate Miller in at the point and hounded by Lanehart way out. This is an object, and it provides a steal, but a foul. Foul's going to be charged to Taisley Ball.
I'm not sure about that foul either.
Well, what I wasn't sure about was the late call. I thought she had it. Yeah, I saw. I don't know if we have a replay.
It's kind of. That one's.
It's a tough one.
Tough.
Tough one. and called by the ref over on the far side of the court. So
he had a view, but
yeah. New shot clock for Wasatch.
Oh, there it
another
is.
steal, same thing. Steal by Ball. You're right, Kyler. Right now, a little more energy from Maple Mountain. It is a 6-point lead, 34-28. Kick out. Boy, there's just not many openings for three.
But if Maple Mountain would have strung multiple points together in a row, then their momentum would have looked way better and energy.
Three-pointer, no good.
You know, and I think
they're going to call that out of bounds.
If we saw this game in a postseason, I think Maple Mountain would play way different. They just do not seem like their usual selves tonight.
Leah Bailey was off there. She's going to come back on, and Lane Hart's going to come off for Maple. Under the basket, inbounds play for Maple Mountain. Gets it to Bailey. 4:30 left in the game.
Plenty of time.
Down low. Good. That's Griffin from Bailey. And it's a 4-point lead.
That was more open than every Midway store on Swiss days. That was free to attack on the paint. Wasatch completely gave that up. And now you have a 4-point game. It was 9 points at one point.
Boy, missed layup. That was Leah Va'a that got the drive and gave it to Winsler. Winsler usually hitting that. Here's the drive by Bailey that she's going to get it down to Griffin, and a beautiful play.
It's a great pick and roll, and knowing that there's a double coverage on the player on the ball, but there's no one helping out, collapsing from Wasatch's defense to secure that paint. And that, if you look at that score, that's scary.
Yeah. 30-second timeout will keep us here talking a little bit more. That's what actually. Thanks, Corey. We're looking at again the region play, but state tournament begins in about 10 days. Next week, most teams have off in terms of games.
Time to prepare.
But on Tuesday, what we're looking at right now is Wasatch should get a bye, in the first round, and possibly Maple. That's what we were going to say earlier. Maple maintaining number 8 gets them a bye in the first round.
Yeah, what is the cutoff for the bye?
It's 18. Top 18s get the bye.
So they got it, yeah.
And but it also would mean that Wasatch would be able to host the second round. And that's probably what would happen along with Maple. And, of course, Pleasant Grove at the number 1 spot. So the teams in Region 7 have that pretty good look. Greenwell can't get the ball to.
Where's it going?
Oh, that's a tough call.
That's scary.
Yep.
4-point game. Just under 4 minutes on the clock.
Two missed layups in the last couple of plays for Wasatch.
It is
34-30 is the lead. The lead at one point was 10, but just a few minutes ago it was 9, and it's now 4. Leah Bailey way up top. Has a little runner down the pipe. Again, just misses.
Bailey had an obvious kick out there, but she wanted to take it by her own, and that is another possession. Wasatch can now just maintain the ball and try to just eat up this clock and get an easy bucket.
They get it down to Sperriton. She's guarded by Griffin. Gets her own rebound on the miss. She's going to get fouled. Not on a shot. Yeah, she was hounded pretty good by Griffin there.
And you see Maple Mountain's tempo on defense is picking up. They're trying to force Wasatch to take a shot. Just do something.
Yeah.
We can't let you use the shot clock and work this clock down. So they're getting up in the faces of Wasatch and just forcing them to try and make a play.
Yeah. Lanehart's given the foul. She has 2. Winsler up top. Wasatch has a fresh shot clock. As you were mentioning, probably wanting to chew a little clock. And, there's a steal. That's a steal, just an errant pass.
3-on-2.
They get it back to Bailey, and she scores.
2-point game, Brent.
34-32.
What a fourth quarter
and
bounce
full
back.
court press by Maple Mountain.
Beautiful and selfish, fast
As you
break
mentioned,
basketball.
this game has changed. Leah Va'a takes a little 5-footer, no good, gets her own rebound. She's going to give it to Sparrett and puts it up no good. That is missed layup after missed layup.
2-on-2.
Pretty good looks. Three-pointer just off the mark. That would have been a lead.
That's Wasatch.
Oh, wow.
You got two different calls from each referee. So now you're going to have a discussion. The baseline referee called Wasatch. So you can see these two. They're going to be having a discussion here on this one. This is a huge call in this game right now.
Wow.
Wow.
I got to say,
the baseline coach or
I
referee.
agree that they get together and talk about it, but the ref was clear down here at midcourt.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess maybe he felt like he had a pretty good view. And it was off the leg of Wasatch, so.
Well, we know who wears the pants in that referee situation.
Bailey does kick it out this time. Three-pointer up. Good.
Wow, Brett.
Taisley ball.
Folks, get your popcorn. Strap in. If you're a Wasatch fan, this is getting real scary right now. Maple Mountain has reclaimed their lead.
First lead of the game for Maple. Another layup. Boy, Wasatch just with many opportunities.
What I was going to say before Maple Mountain took the lead, Wasatch is looking a little gassed, a little flat-footed, and that's something we usually don't say about them. And the person I was going to point out was Leah Vala. She has kind of dropped this fourth quarter in terms of energy and production.
Winsler with the first free throw. There's that play at the end. Miller, pretty good look, but Winsler comes in and saves the day. Hits the first free throw. It's tied at 35. Winsler misses the second, but Sparrett gets the rebound, puts it back up. She's going to get two shots.
And the free throw line for both teams has not been inspiring. So, I mean, the fact that it comes down pretty much to these shots.
Yeah. Maple Mountain is going to call a 30-second timeout. Well, let's discuss that for a second, Kyler. The foul, first off, was given to Griffin, 6'2 sophomore. That'll be her fourth. And I would expect Sarah Palmer to come back in.
Is she? I'm pretty sure she's in foul trouble too.
I thought she only had 3, but the fact that she hasn't come back in means that they think that Griffin was doing a good job on.
Well, I think what they also want is energy and pace. So they're trying to play these fast breaks more often, get more in their face. So some of these shorter girls are able to cross that court a lot easier. And we're seeing that. It's working out. Yeah. Honestly, if I'm Maple Mountain, don't change the game plan.
Yeah.
Keep your players out as long as they can go for.
Well, and what do? I mean, the 3-point has obviously cooked up quite a bit, heated up for Maple.
Yes.
Do you bring Wasatch players way out and guard that to leave the middle open?
I think we just need to see.
I think you do, because you got Sparrett in the middle that she can take care of things as she has been.
Well, I mean, we saw a layup earlier that was free off of the pick and roll. I think they just need to be more energized and more alert. Their awareness is kind of falling.
Hayla Sparrett misses the first.
I mean, if you want somebody to take clutch free throws, this is the player you pick.
Sparrett misses both, and the rebound goes to Maple.
There's going to be a little 5-on-4.
Quickly. Maple with an opportunity here to take a lead again. Bailey's going to drive, kicks, wide open 3 for Lanehart. Good.
Oh, wow.
38-35, the biggest lead. Now they're doing the football pass.
And
no
it worked.
call there. Garner gets the layup on the football pass from Leah Va'a. Minute 30 left in the game. There's the drive. Oh, it looked like that might be a travel. Bailey kicks it out, gives it to Griffin. No good. Garner comes down with the rebound, trying. They're not going to call a foul. They're going to call a jump ball, and that would be possession to Wasatch.
All right, minute 14 on the clock.
Garner with the hustle points there.
What do you have in your playbook, Audrey Holt? They're putting up a number 4 on their fingers. They have some sort of, they do these always on their inbounds. They've got something drawn up here.
Full court pressure, man pressure, and that's almost taken away.
Use the height.
Wasatch 30 seconds on their shot clock. Plenty of time. Down 1. Losing a 9-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Kate Miller's going to take a 3. Go! And timeout is going to be called. Boy, Lanehart is just furious about something.
What is he
I'm trying to figure out what that is. It looks like it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a break here at Wasatch High School. Wasatch up 40-38. Don't go away. We'll be right back with the end of the game.
Turn up the ambient mic just a little bit.
Wasatch High School girls basketball here on Sting TV. Brent Martindale with Kyler Grant. Kyler,
we got a quarter.
Exactly what we thought, right?
We have got a game. And this fourth quarter is nothing like the first 3. Maple Mountain has fought their way back into this. Wasatch has reclaimed the lead off of a beautiful three-pointer.
First shot. I want to say that's the first shot of the game for Kate Miller. I could be wrong. She might have shot in the first quarter, but Kate Miller got a couple of quick fouls. Here's replays. Kate Miller just says, hey, you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
The double screen right there. Maple Mountain.
That may be what he's angry about.
Yeah, that is what I was going to say. Maybe there was an illegal pick, like some motion on that. I don't know, but there wasn't even that much contact on the pick, but there was just more confusion, I'd say, for Maple Mountain. I mean, there's still a discussion coming on here with the head coach.
No full court pressure by Wasatch. They're going to let Maple set up.
They're trying to bide as much time as they can to let that roll down the court.
55 seconds left in the game. Maple Mountain down 2. Three-pointer open, no good. Rebound, Leava'a. Leava'a comes quickly. Boise Scott Spartan was open.
10 seconds separate shot clock and game clock.
36 seconds in the game left. Wasatch
a bucket could end.
Can hold it, but Maple will get possession, as you mentioned, Kyler.
A bucket could be the dagger for this game.
Shot clock down to 12. Kate Miller looking. What is the plan? Leava'a is going to drive. Shoots. No foul called. Misses it. Maple comes up with it.
Got to get down.
12 seconds left in the game. 10 seconds left. Oh, and there's a foul. I think that's actually pretty smart foul, actually.
Slow this down. Get your defense back. Take a breather. Set things up. But it also sets things up for Maple Mountain. You got 7.9 seconds.
Maple Mountain is going to take a full timeout.
And a two-pointer will work. A two-point shot will work.
We're going to go ahead and keep it here. Corey, unless you want to play any commercials, we'll keep it here. And definitely we can talk about things. So we mentioned the stars. We're looking at the stats. Taisley Ball averages 12 points a game. She has, she's not on the floor. I think she has 6. Leah Bailey averages 21. Bailey right now has 11.
Who do you go to for Maple Mountain to take the shot? I'm thinking Lanehart because she has been more confident. Or do you go to Leah Bailey?
Yeah, Lanehart has 6. She's hit a couple of threes.
And she hasn't been afraid to pull the trigger.
And Bailey, you have to respect Bailey, right?
You do.
So I would imagine they're going to be calling Bailey.
You can go Michael Jordan freshman year and put it to somebody that might fly under the radar.
Corey Lang talking to us, making a really good point.
Be aggressive.
They have fouls to give. Only 2 team fouls here in the fourth quarter. Now, what does that mean? That means they can, yes. And Corey whispering to us. And exactly right. If you were here, they can. It's the intervals.
You're saying,
oh, my God.
Give him a little time to foul, And that would have been discussed in the timeout.
There's a foul.
There it is.
And that's 3 team fouls, 5.3 seconds left. There is still one more to give.
If I'm looking at Maple Mountain, a quick screen and a shot and try to set something up maybe in that middle interior. Not necessarily in the paint because that's where Wasatch will eat you up.
Winsler is called with the foul. Nobody for Wasatch in terrible trouble except for Garner. Garner does have 4.
So do you get her off the court?
Looking at that, if there's a tie going into overtime, you do have both teams with a player with 4 and both teams with a couple of players with 3. Burn at least a second or 2. Corey. Right. Corey Lang telling, I thought he might be able to get live on with us, but
he really thought. Yeah,
Corey mentioning
Lang wants to just immediately foul.
Use
just
those
get up in
fouls.
the face.
I think I want to say it should say 3 team fouls because we just fouled right there, and there was 2 before. So there's either a mistake on the board. If there's 3 team fouls, they only have 1 more to give, is what I'm thinking. And you don't want to do it on the shot.
So when you can see a dribble, a little possession, maybe the back towards the hoop, that's when you can look for a foul. But if someone that's a shooter is in a shooting position, then you want to play a little bit more safe. And we've had 2 back-to-back 60-second timeouts.
5.3 seconds left.
Wait a minute.
Audrey Hull's going to call a timeout. She wanted to see
she
what they had. She was trying to get somebody's attention, clear out at midcourt.
Yeah, she was on the Wasp logo.
So she got to see what was going to happen. So it's another full timeout.
This is the analytical war of basketball. How can we dismember you through a game of chess?
Look at these replays. Yeah. There's Kate Miller. Right now, that's the shot of the game.
I mean, honestly, Wasatch was so flat-footed in the fourth quarter. Kate Miller changed the game right there.
Well, and as you mentioned, this is it's a game of both teams heating up, but after they were cold as ice and different times. And so that's what happened here in the fourth quarter is Wasatch went a little cold and Maple heated up.
I've got a question for both you and Lang. Do you take a 3 or do you take a 2? Because you're more maybe less guarded for a 3, and you got 3-point shooters.
I'm thinking tie the game, extend it a little bit. Maple's
Mr.
the one that's heated up, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I would say.
But Wasatch might be more.
Say that again, Corey. Okay.
You guys just went with the most safe answers. That shot. So Lang says, hey, if it's wide open, take the 3.
Which is probably good advice with it.
But do you set up a 3-point play?
Oh, and it's stolen by Kate Miller. And Miller is fouled.
And Maple
Lane Hart absolutely furious. I don't know if there was any major contact there.
Well, you know what I'm furious about is multiple players from Maple Mountain completely lost their head and didn't go for a foul.
Exactly.
To the line.
Exactly.
There was 2 players on the byline just standing there.
Immediately.
Someone had to come from the free throw line to foul the ball, and that lost 2 seconds.
I think you're exactly
That's
right.
That's what he's pissed off about. And I would be furious too. On top of you missed an inbound.
Yeah.
That's just compounded.
Kate Miller was the one with the steal, and she will shoot free throws. Another miss. Now still an opportunity.
A bucket makes it have to be a 3-point play, and you have to get the ball down there.
Yeah, there's not much time.
And I don't know the plays.
Miller hits the second. It's a 3-point lead, and it is going to be a timeout.
So where does the ball go off the timeout? Where do you inbound?
I think the fact
baseline.
Yeah, it was not passed in. Here comes a replay of that steal is what I'm guessing. Here's the inbound play.
Yeah, I mean, watch after the steal happens. There's 2 players at the baseline that are just completely
They are
distraught.
trying to get it to Bailey.
So Bailey doesn't get up. Number 1 right there. Watch. She's not fouling.
She could have fouled, and she did just freak out a little bit.
Number 2 has to come from the other side of the court to get that foul.
That's number 1. That's Lane Hart. And, brother, that's just unfortunate. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Maple would be looking at 3.5 seconds instead of 1.5 seconds.
So how do you defend this now if you're looking at this?
Well, I'm not the
Wasatch,
basketball expert, but I would say
because you have to huck it.
You got to get somebody in front, somebody tall in front of the inbounds.
Yeah, make them have to throw over the arms.
But that's not what they're going to do. Wasatch is just going to come down on the floor, clog up the area there, and make sure. Now, we saw this, an unfortunate situation just a couple of weeks ago. Pleasant Grove was in this situation. Pleasant Grove was down 2.
And they made a 3.
And we fouled them on the three-point shot, and their superstar made all 3 to win the game. Bailey has the ball. She's going to put it up. Just not enough at the end for Maple Mountain. Wasatch comes away with a victory here in the Nest on the final night of regular season for the Lady Eagles.
The final 5A regular season for our Wasatch girls basketball team.
41-38 is your final score. It will not be the last game here, of course, because they will, but you're right. You are right. That will be coming up. We're looking at that date right now, and I think you're going to see some replays while the replays are playing. I'm going to do a little research on that and see. We're going to look at
a very entertaining game throughout that one, though. It was a low-scoring affair, but that fourth quarter really opened the game up. Yeah. We saw kind of different styles come out as well. More fast-paced, more shots being put up. Maple Mountain, it was just a little too late. If they had that for one quarter, we're looking at least at overtime and a collapse there on that last play on the inbound.
Well, and there was Wasatch over there singing the school song to all 6 fans over there.
Brent, I want to go back to that last play real quick because one free throw is made. If you foul with more time on the clock, you get that ball down further. Yeah. Bailey had to take that shot past half court. Maybe you get that as a deep 3. So just a very frustrating night, I think, for Maple Mountain. And it was there for them for the taking.
There really was. I mean, they made the comeback. They did what they needed to, and Wasatch
and they defended well.
A little cold, but you're right. Wasatch just a little too much.
Yep.
Block shots. Mihaela Speridan, once again, at least half a dozen block shots. And all players, nobody really hit their averages in this game. I'm going to give Winsler player of the game of the first half. And
Kate Miller just for the shot.
Kate Miller, you got to just compliment her coming back and being strong and doing that. Philly Leava'a has just always been a warrior for this team. And Mihaela Speridan dominating in the middle, leading scores and points and doing her thing. So, again, looking at, I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. Well, I just want to see the tournament. I want to say, I think I wrote it down earlier. Here's the tournament. Yeah, the tournament will actually be played right here. Okay, here it is.
Wasatch will have a bye.
Wasatch will have a bye. Well, what I'm looking at is when they will play the second round. I want to say is February 25th.
So some time.
That's what I think. So you're
looking at
yeah. And that will be a welcome sight. They're on track. They've played some really good teams there. They have played 2 of the top 3 ranked teams already. Bountiful came here back a month ago. Wasatch wasn't 100%, but Bountiful handled them pretty good here on the Wasatch home court. And then, of course, the opportunity to knock off number 1 Pleasant Grove was just in their grasp. So Wasatch will line up probably well to play either Pleasant Grove or Bountiful. Bountiful had a rough start of their season, but they have come on super strong again here in the second half.
And I think for this game, takeaways for Wasatch, they need to get the offense a little bit more consistent. 40 points against another top team in the playoffs, that might not get it for you.
Yeah.
And, I would say they did have a good defense, but I'd say it was more Maple Mountain was just not finding their rhythm today that they typically have. So you could maybe make the argument that Wasatch got out of here a little lucky. Maple Mountain just wasn't here fully 100%.
Okay.
So we need to see Wasatch a little bit more clinical on the attack.
I was wrong on the date, so let me give you what I believe now is the second round
The
will be the 19th. That is next week. That is Tuesday of next week.
So when is that first round?
Tuesday the 19th. No, that's next Thursday. Sorry. So the first round is the 17th. That's Tuesday night.
For those teams that have to turn
will get a
around,
bye. Yeah,
that don't have a bye, that is a little bit of a grueler.
Yes.
That's intense basketball game to another one. And you're on the road for the second round.
Yeah. State finals, the semifinals, the 26th, and then the finals, the 27th. All those games, again, played at the University of Utah.
Let's talk about maybe overlooking the postseason here for the women's basketball team. How far do you think, Brent, they could maybe go?
Wasatch always has the ability, I believe, to be a semifinal team. Mm-hmm. They have the tools, even though tonight not as hot in the three-pointer.
But they were still really,
a lot of missed layups.
They grind the game out.
But, boy, if they hit those layups, even half of them, they're over Maple by 10 or 15.
It's not as close.
And I think as long as they can do what they need to do in making those shots, I think they're always a semifinal type team, top four.
Do you think Coach Hull will be happy with that as the outcome of the season?
Yeah, I actually asked her that before. Coach Hull expects to make the final.
I love it.
And that she says that comes from her team. Her team expects to make the final.
And I mean, when you play,
there's the state rankings right there.
When you play Pleasant Grove, and it comes down to that last play.
Exactly.
You should have all the confidence, and that be a realistic confidence to make the final.
And that's what I think they think. Now, they have struggled just a little bit with things here and there. Mm-hmm. I think some of it has been some injuries and different things, and then finalizing. But Coach Hull also says they know how to learn, they continue learning, and they play really well together. So, yeah, I would looking at trying to see where the number 8 and number 6, if they stayed in those positions, those will be different sides of the bracket.
Wasatch, we might not see Maple Mountain.
Might not, but, boy, you would hate to see them.
Well, they would have to go through a run.
They would have to
if that would be the case.
But Maple's going to probably get a bye in the first round as well. Possibly, maybe not. So, all right, any final thoughts?
Wasatch is looking good heading this postseason. It might not have been a great end to the season, but they've established that they can be a team to be fearful in this postseason.
Lady Wasps with the we just had that up here with the final standings. They're 17-5 and 7-2 in region, and that will put them in second place behind Pleasant Grove, who is undefeated. All right, well, thanks for joining us on Sting TV. I'm Brent Martindale. That's Kyler Grant. Thanks for stepping in tonight. Always a pleasure to have a former Sting TV alum here, and we want to hear what's happening with you. I know you went to school, got a fun degree.
Yep.
What else is going on with you?
Sports journalism, back in the Valley, and we're gearing for more here at Sting TV. It's always getting better and better here every day.
Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. For Corey Lang and the gang, thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.
Show I make you